Good afternoon.
It is.
I think you just answered my question. I had asked Esther right after a break why she doesn't remain with Abraham. When you're so enlightened, why would you want to go back as that mundane, everyday human being when you're so evolved in Abraham?
First, we want to say to you that Esther is like all of you. She is an extension of that which is source energy. So as Esther allows herself to find thoughts that feel good, she can allow that which is Abraham or that which is source to flow through her at all times. The benefit that Esther has as she allows Abraham to flow through her is that she is not in the mode of asking at the same time that she is receiving. In other words, you're in the asking mode. And so as Esther is in the receiving mode, then you can activate whatever desires are activated within you, but Esther doesn't activate within herself the same resistant vibrations that might be present within your question. So your question can be received purely through her. Let's state this in another way. When Esther is visiting with Abraham, and there is something that is really bothering her, she can't focus upon what's bothering her and receive a clear answer at the same time because she is vibrationally different from her own question. Abraham and her answer are different from the vibration of her question. So what Esther has discovered is that as Esther is the leading edge specific personality and Abraham is the source energy personality, a melding of the two is really the optimum experience. Not being one or the other, but being a combination of both. Sometimes Esther will say to Jerry, well, I think I'll just bring Abraham in and you and Abraham can just live happily ever after together. And while Jerry would enjoy the clarity of the experience, he would miss the spontaneity of Esther. He would miss the inquisitiveness of Esther. He would miss the fun-lovingness of Esther. He would miss the not-knowingness of Esther. He would miss the adventure of Esther. In other words, there is so much that your human experience brings to the mix that you really don't want to leave out of the mix. Everything is about focus, and sometimes you focus in a way that allows a fuller part of you through, and sometimes you don't. And we think that your question is, if Esther is able to stand here in an environment like this and open and allow the clarity of Abraham to flow through her, why would she not always want to do that? Correct. And we say, because the process that allows it really is a quieting of her own mind. It really is a yielding of her own opinions. It really is a releasing of her own desires and expectations in that moment, you see. And she would miss the fun of experience. We would not ask her to give up her poignant expression. And then we would say to all of you, it's perfect the way you're doing it. Your contrast causes desire to be born, and that desire feels so good as it formulates within you. And then your work is to align with that desire. And the process of that is perfection in creation. There will always be a leading edge, you see. A new desire will always be born within you. You will never get it done. You will never reach the place where all answers are known. And so that is the most important answer to your question. There must always be a reaching, seeking part of you. And can you hear us when we say the physical you is more the reaching, seeking part than the Abraham part of you?
Thank you.
Powerful.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed.